Okay, so for pages, like let's go to your website. Okay, so for the basic pages that you can find here, all of them, even the sub pages, you can find them on the pages here. And they are actually named like about page, a book, the events, especially your events. And then they're basically name, you can find the name each time you click here, there'll be like slash book. So that's the name of the page here.
Okay.
So you'll be able to find it here. Or just search here, you'll be able to, go directly to the page that you need. And for example, your events,
Is it recording? Sorry.
Come again.
Is it recording? This.
Yes. This
okay.
Is, let me see. Yeah, this is recording.
Okay.
Okay. So for example, the events, you'll just have to click edit. Then you'll go inside. By the way, before we I'll ask Sonny to like name all the content. Because even I I have to find it though. This is the content. So just for documenting it, I'll have this changed. So it's just not like image only. So we usually name that according to what's inside.
Okay, yeah, that would be ideal.
Yeah, when I found it, like what? Okay, so but anyways, it would still be image, and then what image is that? And then divider is just a divider. So let's see here. And also either I'm so used on editing it on the divi builder back end, like I'm so used on editing here, so it's comfortable for me. But on divi you could actually edit it right, like where you are. I think that's the most simple thing. Like if you click here and then enable visual builder. So for example, you want to change the content of your around here, just say enable visual builder.
Okay.
This is the simplest, so I'll also like tell you what's on the back end, because in case the visual builder doesn't work and it happens,
okay,
so you can go back to the back end, and it's actually what's wrong with the visual builder is that everything that this is hidden, somehow it's hidden, you can see everything, like even if it's hidden, right? So that's why you see, so it's already in visual builder. You just have to click it here and then you can change it right away.
Okay.
So it's
and then for that font, the Butter Lunchy, is there a reason that it shows up, that it doesn't show up in the visual editor?
These are actually this one.
No, the titles, like the Discover Your Sexual Wiring, because it shows up on the main page as the Butter Lunchy font.
Oh yeah, that font. So it's actually like I don't know why the font changed, but let me see. It wasn't actually, yeah, that's what I said when it comes to like visual. I mean the visual thing, it's sometimes it's not.
Oh, okay.
Look at that. When I turned it, I went out on the visual builder. It's also the font is good.
But how do you know which font it's in when you're editing? Can you show me that?
Yes. Okay. So when it's editing, let me see. Doesn't maybe it's on the text editor. It shows
if you were gonna like
yeah, it shows like it's a text editor. Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't show the font as of now, which is weird. Supposedly, there's a text settings. I usually look at the settings. Sorry, because I don't usually use the visual builder. That's why. So there's settings here. Okay, I'll just show it. I just hovered actually. So a while ago I clicked. That's why you can see this. Right? So I click the. But if I want to see what's the settings, I usually just hover and see the cog. So those are settings. And in the settings, you could actually find supposedly, especially if we go to the design, you could find the font. But I click on the box settings, not on the text settings. Hold on. Hold on. Just click X. Let's see. So see, this is the text. So tell me if it's confusing. It's
No,
actually yeah.
it makes sense so far. It makes sense so far.
So it's like
I've used ClickFunnels a bit and made pages, so I'm like, it doesn't.
yeah. So as long as you hover and then oh, this is it.
Yeah.
um,
Okay.
so yeah, they're on text editor as of now, but let's look into the design. Usually it's on the design where we could see the um, these are the settings. Hold on. That's why I usually use this is the heavyweight font default. So okay. So this is what we usually where we see the style, but as of now it's default perhaps because this is a font that is not on divi. We actually like installed it. So I'm going to, but basically, and these are the fonts that you could like, these are the fonts that we have so far on TV. So again, that's why I use the back end because
Okay.
I have more control as opposed to the visual. But if you just want like quick editing, you could use the visual. And then just be sure that in everything you click
Okay.
this, and then here around here you click like you exit here, or else they won't be saved. So uh, right now it shows default. I don't know. I'll have to ask Sonny where he put the, maybe he coded it somewhere in the
Okay.
but there are advanced as well, but we don't usually use the advanced CSS so that you could like edit it according to your, but this advanced CSS, we use this if you want to have like specific designs and styles customized, I mean more customized, but right now we didn't put anything there so that you could, we as much as possible we would like our clients to use you know wait a minute baby, go there. uh, so okay, so everything usually is on the design for the text and then text font. Okay. Now the equivalent for this on the back end, is I think here.
Okay.
These right, we are the text. Let's see. Okay. I'll just exit. Wait a minute. No, say hi. Okay. Text. Hold on, baby. Okay. Sorry, something went up. Mhm. Ah, so once you click, you change something and you click the exit visual builder, it allows you to like save, double save, because yeah, the thing with visual builder is sometimes you can't save your changes. Like, so fortunately now they kind of like give you a lot of reminders to save, which you know. So also here on the text, see, you'll not be able to see the design because they are just text editors, but the design is here, and this is this is the text font. So I think Sunny did something that the default for paragraph, heading, and everything is that font. I'm going to show you where we set it up. So we did not use the modules itself. So, but here, so this is the text, which is, I'm going to name it again here. This is the part here. So this is the text here. So I just like imagine the layers of your page, like the layers, you know these are usually the heading, which is this part here,
Yeah.
and then this is usually the content.
Okay.
Don't worry, I'll rename it the content. So which is, these are the content, and these are actually text modules. So given that there's an image, a divider, image, and somehow there's a divider, and this is the first text. So I was able to guess that this is the text where, the title is. But I'm going to name it. Is there times when your event is like you have more than one event?
Yes.
Yes. So how would it look like this is the title of your one event, and then at the
Yes.
below there's another event?
Yes.
Okay. So like this, it didn't show because it's hidden.
Right.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So usually these are hidden. So what we usually do is, so that we don't have to, like, if we already have a template, so we call this section, we call these rows.
Okay.
Okay, so section, rows. So if you just want to like add a row, on the same section, you just actually go click clone. So that once we clone it, I'll just, for example, you actually like
Right.
clone the content, and you just have to edit the
Okay.
content there. So that's how if you like the arrangement already, and you know what's everything there.
Okay.
So and if you want to have like also more space in between the events, instead of cloning just the rows, you could actually also clone the sections. So
Okay.
sections give you more control on the background, on the, like, section background is here to here, like the whole of it. Rows background usually has some padding. So, but if you don't like backgrounds, you just straight up, then rows, cloning the rows is all right.
Can you
So
delete out that one that is hidden, or where is that one?
the
Do
what?
they the one that's hidden? Oh, I see it. Oh,
Yeah, this
yes.
one, this one.
Okay.
Yeah. So usually if you just want to recycle, like there are events that you just want to recycle in the near future, instead of deleting it, you can also like hide
Okay.
it. So how to hide it? Rows can also be hidden. You know the settings here. Just right click. Oh, sorry. and then there's disable, and then we could hide it.
Okay.
Okay. So that's how you manipulate the. It's not really as long as you know the sections, the rows, what's in it, then it's like it's like PowerPoint. So any
I'm
questions
just a
so far with the pages?
no, I think I'm just confused about the text and why it says the default,
Yeah, yeah,
like
it's the
just
default.
to be
Okay.
clear on how I
Now,
change that and make sure the fonts are.
so when it comes to like editing website, there's what we call inline editing. When we say inline, it's like or um inline or external, I mean. So when we say modular editing, it's like I want to edit this whole module of text. So you
Yeah.
could manipulate that certain area only. But if you want to have like more control on the branding, uniformity, consistency, for example, all the headings should have this font, or all the paragraph all throughout the website should have this font. So we don't usually edit on the modular level because these are modules. So we don't edit on the modules itself because they are like it only
Got
affect
it.
the module part, like that part. But if you want to have the whole, we usually use this divi
So
or
then do I just title it, like do I just define if it's a title or body and then
oh
it knows
yes,
which
yes.
font to use?
Okay, so
Does
let's
that
go
make
to
sense, my question?
yeah. When it comes to modules, uh, it's more in what's inside there, what's the content inside there. So the text could have even an image content.
Yeah.
So when we want to like change fonts universal, like all, let's
Well, I
check.
don't want to change them. I don't want to change them universally. I just mean like if I have a new
Yes, okay.
example and I'm going in and then I'm like writing the title and then writing the description, like how do I know which
Yes,
is going in the butter lunchy and which is in the, does that
yes,
make sense?
yes, it makes sense. So exactly. So if you don't want to change universal, you just want to change specific module, and it's a text. I just a tip. Don't delete the text part on your title. I'll just show you. It's
Okay.
because you know that that module is a text. Because so around here at the bottom, there's this is where you name it. So I usually like my naming convention would be text, and for example, the content here is I usually have this title plus event details, so you could say title, just say so
Okay. Yep.
and then once you save it, it's here.
Okay.
So that's the text, and then that's the title, and then you want to change the font, for example, of your title. Okay, sorry, I'm just so that's H2. Yeah. Okay. So if you want
Like
to have a
say I had a new event, because this one's over a month old now. So say I was scheduling a new event and I wanted to, it's titled something different and it has a different description. Do I just follow what's already in there and it knows which is butter lunchy and which is the other font? Or how does it know which font is which? That's
okay.
my question.
So this one, as you can see on the back end code, it's an heading. This is a heading.
Okay.
So I think Sunny did was that it uses a universal font. That's why we don't define it here. But if you want to define it here, I'd advise you to separate the title and the event detail. So I'm going to create, for example, a new text here. I'm just going to delete later.
Okay.
And then instead of like having the details, because I'll have more control of the font. Oops. Oh, what was that? Oh, yeah, yeah. And then back on the design, you can then change the um, font
Okay. Okay.
here. So you'll have more control of the font because they're not together with the details. So
Okay. So if
that,
they're together, you're doing that in the coding.
yeah, if they're together, it's not really coding. It's not really that we code anything at all here. It's just that as you can see, if I highlight it, there's here, so it's like basically word, and if
Okay.
it's here, so it's a paragraph. So if
Okay.
I design it, there are also like there are heading fonts, and I could
Okay.
like change the heading font, and
Oh, okay.
then yeah, and then there are text font, so I could just change the text font.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay. I see.
yeah, but
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
yeah, so it's like that. But I usually like have different modules for titles sometimes because I have more control with the title itself.
That
So,
makes sense. Okay.
yeah.
Thank you for
But
breaking that
you
down.
could like join them together. So that's
Okay.
when you want to have like hold on. Yeah, okay. Whew. So okay. So that's why you have like this is modular change. So these are modules and you just change modular change.
Okay.
And then you could actually on the row itself like the whole text on the row if you want to have the same paragraph font as well on the whole row. There are also design. I knew. Hold on. I mean, on the whole row, not really the font. Okay, no, never mind. I was wrong.
Okay.
Sorry,
Okay.
I was thinking something else. Okay, so right
No
now
worries.
it doesn't have like. Okay, so the changes now is just modular. Sorry, I was really thinking that there will be a row. Okay, not anymore. I see. Because
No.
when I code, I usually code websites before, like my experience, super coding. Like, so there are modular, and then there's row, and then there's like.
Right. Okay.
So
Okay.
anyways, because
That's okay. This keeps it
there is a
simple.
chance that there's a lot of text, and you just don't want to change like modular, like you want to have the same font on all of this in the row, but not on the whole side. So sometimes you want to edit them not for modular, so you want to have a row. So I was thinking that they'll have that option.
Oh, okay.
Okay, they did it. Okay, no, sorry. So anyway, so that's how you change on modular. On universal, there's this divi, and then there's this theme customizer.
Okay.
Okay, I'll just go to a new tab so that we won't lose this file here. You know that when September came, all of us got sick.
Oh no.
Yeah, all of us. That's why, like, I was a nurse, and then when they are all right, it's my time. So I got sick. I was the last one.
Oh.
Yeah, he got hospitalized like last week of
Oh
August until
no.
September. Yeah.
Is everyone feeling better now?
Yeah, we are. I'm just the last one. I'm coughing still, but we are all good. Like, look at him. So this can be quite like it's hard to memorize, but let's just go to what you want to change, especially the font. And again, if you have further like questions, whatever, just feel free to like have a walkthrough with us again, Paul, if you really want to have,
Okay.
if you have some more questions. So um I think, but for me, I usually just go to the general settings and header, and then the menu. For me,
Okay.
that's my favorite part. So for general settings, I usually see here the typography. Like that's how I want the whole. This is all throughout the website. Like I want
Okay.
to have a uniformity on the paragraph font, on the the titles, so that I don't have to change them all. So that, oh no, sorry, we just maybe we'll call again after.
Okay.
So the typography here. So this is, as you can see, this is the body text. So again, that's the paragraph of all throughout the website. The
Okay.
body line height, that's the spaces between the text within the sentences, or the within the paragraph. um, the space of the line of the paragraph of the sentence.
Okay.
And then the header text size, so that's the header, the titles. So
Yeah.
titles are called the headers. And then the
Okay.
header letter spacing. So aside from the header having their own font size, they have their own space, line space.
Okay.
So it's there and it's that.
Okay.
So, and then there's the line height. Okay, so oh yeah, again, sorry. That the line height is the line height. The letter space are the space between the letters.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So some of my clients prefer to have a lot of space between their word letters. I don't know why. So
Okay.
maybe for reading or what. Depends on your font style. So again, the header font style, that's bold. And then the header font. So that's our font.
Okay.
That's why we have like certain fonts. And then this is our body font. So that's all throughout the site. So these are the font names.
I thought we had Gotham throughout the body.
Now, okay. So there are certain when websites actually. Oh, okay. Let me confirm why it's Arial. So Gotham. Okay, let me note that. One, take note. Okay. So I don't know why. But there are certain rules that if my we don't usually have one on a website. I don't know why, especially DV. Um, we don't have one font. They usually have like this backup font. If a certain font is down, because these fonts are not actually installed within DV itself, they have servers.
Right.
So once a certain server is down, DB usually like put in another font, which is usually the common font is Arial. So, but again, let me confirm why it doesn't usually show Arial. It just
Okay.
it usually often shows what's really our font. Like for example, butter. It shows that, and sometimes if the server is down, it gets another font at the moment while it's
Right.
down, and then but on the back end it would still show the font that we have. So I'll confirm it while it's Arial. I'll confirm.
Okay.
So yeah, and then these are your colors.
Okay.
So now so we usually use this for like uniformity, and then so that you don't go through each modules. So imagine how many text modules in one page alone, and you have to go through
Right.
all of them.
Totally. Yeah, that makes
So we don't
sense.
want that. So we usually go to, again, this is the DV theme, DV theme customizer.
Okay. Okay.
So you go there. And then that's for typography. I don't really go anywhere else unless I want to like mess up with the background. But when it comes to background, I'd rather create a page template, which I don't think I want to share now with you because it's kind of yeah, we'll have another if you want to learn it rather than using this here. So usually on the customizer, I just go through the fonts.
Sure.
And then I think that's it for the font. The header navigation is it's more like the menu.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that's where you go, the general and typography as of now, because layout, background, we usually create a page template as opposed to using this part here.
Okay.
You because they are more like you need to visualize them before you apply them.
Okay,
So
right.
you have to practice the page and see like, oh, I like it. I'm going to create a template.
Okay.
Apply it. So instead of using the part here. Now, another part that we usually use is the theme option. Leave, I'll just leave. Nice here. She went for a checkup, so this is a theme customizer. So we don't actually like. This is the part where you are going to type in the ads. Hold on. Let's see. There. The part where you have some certain integration codes. So I'm sorry. When it comes to something like this, I think this is the footer part. I didn't do this, so it's usually Sunny's. But this is the part where we usually type in codes. So I'll just tell you what code they are. I'll just open the door.
Sorry, what is this section for?
I'll just open na. Sorry. That's why I went in here. I actually have an office room, but
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
No worries.
I have to like. So this section here is this is actually a custom CSS part. When custom CSS you want to like there's this theme customizer, but they are only limited to what's divi is like, what's available with divi, which is already a lot. We don't usually apply custom CSS, but as for our problem before where we have like problems on the spacing and in the browsers and everything, so it doesn't look complicated, but because of this we were able to like you know um got control of the display of your website. So this is the part where we type in customize CSS. So this part is where if we open on a certain browser, we have a certain control on the
Oh, okay.
display.
Okay.
So that is the part. So
Okay.
it's not that long, but it's this is the part where we need to adjust.
Right. Okay.
So
And
now,
so what about the adding in media icons on the as seen on
yes. Okay. That one, I would have to let's go there. I would have because it's coded. I think it's on about. I'll show you. So it's kind of a world on its own. This one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That is coded. Less than 1 minute. So again, he didn't like put title. So let's see. That's not the one. One minute. Image text. Hold on. I know it's coded. No, that's not the text.